welcome to Africa and Diaspora Heritage Festival. I am Danielle Steski and I will kick off my live interviews at Ethiopian exhibit with Fenet Dagamu. Welcome.
Hello, hi, my name is Fenet Dagamu. Nice to meet you all. Salam.
Fenet, Ethiopia has such a rich culture. What are you most proud of?
Oh, I love we have our own alphabets and our own culture. We have more than 80 different ethnicity groups. That's unique, I believe.
Very unique. And I was doing some research and I found out that according to the last census, Ethiopians are the largest African immigrant group in the county.
Yes, you will see a lot of Ethiopians around Silver Spring where we have different foods such as balagaru or langano restaurants that you can try out, that we will have different performances and serve Ethiopian foods as well. Please check it out.
I have been lucky and I have tried Ethiopian food several times and I absolutely love it. So I just want to share that with you. And so I see we have a lot of arts here and I see the coffee ceremony as well. Can you tell us more about the coffee ceremony?
Yes, sure, I would love to. So Ethiopia is well known for Ethiopia coffee ceremony, and so this is the raw coffee Ethiopian coffee Ethiopian raw beef. And this one is our roasted coffee beans, and it has its own aroma. So once after we roast it, we put it in a coffee pot that is called jabena. So, and then we add our hot water inside it, and we'll serve our guests around 3 rounds, which may last up to 1 hour. And the other thing we have is we use this as a scent. So we put a little charcoals and we use a little scent, and that will come during our ceremony. And the other thing we will have is that we serve our coffee ceremonies with popcorns and our breads. Our bread is called ambasha mostly. And then we will, once the coffee is done, we will put the coffee inside our little small pot that we call it sini. And it comes in different shapes and sizes. The other one, what we have is our clay pots. This is normally from Gurage tribe. It's made with clay, and we put raw beef or cooked beefs as well. And we have a special spoon, so they don't use our hands or we don't use the injera. This means instead we use gojo instead.
And talking about injera, I remember seeing this on tables at Ethiopian restaurants.
Yes, we do. So we do. This is called mesob. This is where we hold both injera and braids as well.
Fenet, you're looking gorgeous on this dress. Can you tell me where would you wear this traditional dress?
So we normally will wear it when we have our traditional holiday ceremonies, such as Ethiopian Easter or Ethiopian Christmas, and we do even do it like for our church ceremony as well.
Fenet, thank you so much for sharing your culture with us.
Thank you so much for having me. Amasaganala. Thank you.
This is the African Diaspora Heritage Festival. Now we're going to have the opportunity to learn more about East Africa with Anita Mwalui. Thanks for having us here.
Thank you. You're welcome. This is again East Africa. Karibu, Karibuni.
Anita, I know you're originally from Kenya, so I'm curious to see what you chose to highlight for us today.
What I chose to highlight for you today from Kenya is the culture and also the safaris. Kenya is known for the safaris. That's where everybody goes to see these amazing animals that don't even exist in anywhere else in the world.
That is so cool. So we can see some of them here on the table.
Sure. So you see, as you see, this is the hippo right there. This is the hippo. You see some of these crafts. Culture is big in Kenya. We have some of these eggs which are made from ivory and handcrafted and painted by the local women. What we do, we support these women with micro businesses to support their families as well. And you also see some of the art on the table is made from logs, wood, which is useful in most of the villages. And we have some of the cloth here that is made by women, tie and dye. It's big in Kenya. Here we have, this is a wallet made by some of the women as well. The baskets are woven from local trees, local fiber as well, and this is huge as far as art is concerned. What I also can show you is these are the masks that we present most of the time, and when you go to a traditional or any Kenyan resident, you'll find a lot of these arts as a decorated. They use them as decorations.
Anita, these are very beautiful, and I see you have one more item to show us.
Now look at this. This is very unique. These are sandals. The sandals are Kenyan, are very common with the Kenyan tradition. This is made out of rubber, as you can see, very nice and soft. But look at the beading. Who would even imagine that beads would actually be put on sandals? These again are made by local women. They sell them, and whatever comes out of it is used to support the families.
Anita, I love Kenya. I can't wait to see what you reserved for us in Tanzania. So let's come here.
Tanzania again, East Africa is not different. All the three countries, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, there's a lot of similarities. As you can see, beading is one of the biggest things that local women do. But we also have coffee here in Tanzania. Tanzania is known for growing its own coffee. If you get an opportunity, please try it. We have some tea. It is Tanzanian tea as well. Look at the drumming. The key to having a good sound is to make sure that it's open at the bottom. That's the key. But the most fascinating among all this is the nice handcrafted bag, which women actually also embrace. But instead of having a zipper, as you can see, it's actually, we have a cloth to cover.
Neat, I love it.
Very neat, as you can see that. Some of the crafts as well. This is made out of wood. It's actually a big comb, but instead of using it for your hair, we use it as a decoration as well.
Wow, I saw like there is a face on that, on the top of it, right?
Yes. These go way. They go back way in the traditional ancient times. Quite frankly, I wouldn't know what the face represents, but as you can see, it's just the essence of culture, to maintain that culture being of what Tanzania represents.
Very interesting.
And I can also show you here. This is something that I got when I traveled back to Africa, and this is just a chest. Kenya here, right here, is the key to this. Is the key to this particular chest. It opens up. You put it back.
Love it.
Put it back and you close it up. You close it up. There you go.
Very nice. Now let's move on to Uganda and let's see what we have here on this table.
So here in Uganda, the biggest thing here in Uganda is this stove. This stove is actually what we use in the villages in Uganda. All you gotta do is put some charcoal on here and you make a very good meal. As you can see, some of the traditional meals that are made on this stove is this. This is a traditional meal in Uganda. You have the kawunga. Kawunga is actually ugali, made out of corn meal. Corn is very easy to grow, but also is inexpensive, so it's pretty much affordable. You have some beans right here. Then you have this meat is made in banana leaf, and it's made right on top of this stove. So this is very unique. We also have, in Uganda, we have, this is actually where the local liquor is actually kept fermented and used during ceremonies.
Very nice. I learned so much today. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about the culture, the art from East Africa.
Thank you so much. Please come and visit. Again, Karibuni.
This is the African Diaspora Heritage Festival. Once you arrive here at the African Diaspora Heritage Festival, you need to get your passport and then visit the 10 country exhibits. And then after that, you're gonna be able to experience this delicious food that we are seeing on this table, and Rochelle will tell us all about it. Welcome, Rochelle.
Thank you for having me today, and thank you guys for coming. Today we have our first annual African Diaspora Heritage Festival, where we're just trying to just highlight the Afro influence all over the world. So here we do have a few selections, not all, but a few selections just showing you exactly what that is. You'll start here. We have cocktail style beef patties from Jamaica. We have jerk wings as well from Jamaica. We have Dominican potato salad. We have cheese, beef, and chicken pastelitos from the Dominican Republic. We also have plantain or dodo from Nigeria. We have jollof rice for Nigeria.
I have a question for you here. This look like plantain.
Yeah, so that's what we call plantains, but in other cultures they call it dodo. So in other cultures they're called different things, but plantains is the general name for it.
Got it.
Okay, and then we have jollof rice. Jollof rice is universal. So you can find that on the East African coast as well as the West African coast.
Is it spicy?
This is spicy. This is suya. It's made out of beef. Normally we have it with raw onions, but just to avoid any food allergies, we did not include the raw onions today. Okay, we also have injera. This is representative of the Ethiopian culture, so it's just like bread that goes with their food. Really good. We also have merk tips with sauce to pour over top of the injera, which is also really good. Definitely should try it out. Here we will be representing our North American, African American culture. So we have some of our normals, collard greens. You'll find here we have macaroni and cheese, which is baked, and we also have fried chicken. So if you guys are interested, you come out, enjoy, but don't forget to visit those 10 stations first.
I think I'm hungry now, Rochelle. Well, you're watching the Africa and Diaspora Heritage Festival. African American culture is unique and colorful. Now I am at the US exhibit to learn more about pop culture and Black fraternities and sororities with Shelly Bennett. Welcome, Shelly.
Thank you. How are you?
Very good. I'm very excited to be here today, and your table looks very beautiful, so tell me more.
Okay, so I want to talk about the influence of African American culture. It's important because African American culture influences the U.S. mainstream culture and globally. This is especially apparent in music, fashion, media, social media, and in business. One good example of this is the hip-hop culture. If you watch videos from across the world, you will see individuals rapping in different languages, different colors, different ethnicities, doing hip-hop dance, and also in many commercials on TV, you will see individuals rapping and dancing. And so our culture is embraced globally in regards to hip-hop. I also like to talk about Black sororities and fraternities. We have our letters here, Delta Sigma Theta and Alpha Kappa Alpha. And there are 9 historically sororities and fraternities, and we are founded based on community service. And there's a lot of prominent individuals who are members of our organizations, and we're all about helping the community and uplifting our race.
Shelly, thank you so much for sharing more about the African American culture.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now there is more to learn over here with Eniola. Hi, welcome.
Thank you. Welcome to the Africa and Diaspora Heritage Festival. So, culture-wise, we got a few things going on for USA culture.
Mardi Gras.
Yeah. Brass bands, beads, costumes. Of course, we just passed Ash Wednesday yesterday, and Fat Tuesday was on Tuesday. So here we are on Thursday, and the party still continues. But it is a very important part of New Orleans culture and the African American community. New Orleans is a very African city in the United States. In addition to Mardi Gras, this exhibit looks at some different cultures, such as the Gullah people. The Gullah people are people that are in the southeastern portion of the United States of America, and they were bought as slaves from West Africa, from the rice coast, because they had skills in knowing how to cultivate rice. They are the most African in terms of keeping culture of any other group of African Americans. And so the Gullahs have their festival, the Gullahs have their traditions. For example, we have the Gullahs language, which is called Gullah language, and we have a sweetgrass basket here, which is made by weaving sweetgrass. And these are things that are known in Gullah culture. And when you go to those areas, you may experience some of these things. So many people are unfamiliar with the Gullah people and the Gullah language, but that's definitely one of the unique African American cultures.
Eniola, thank you so much for sharing more about the African American culture.
Thank you.
And you're watching the Africa and Diaspora Heritage Festival. I am right now at the Haiti's exhibit with Professor James Murray, who is going to tell us everything about Haiti. Professor James, welcome.
All right, thank you. Well, I think I'll talk about Haiti from my own disciplinary perspective. I'm a professor in the Department of English Language for Academic Purposes, Linguistics and Communication Studies. And so I study Creole languages, Jamaican Creole, Trinidadian Creole, and the most widely spoken Creole language is Haitian Creole. I guess a Creole language, one way of looking at this is it might be a fossilized stage in normal second language acquisition. This fossilized stage is passed on to other speakers and then becomes a first language. In Haiti, people think that the main language in Haiti is French, but French is only spoken by about 10% of the population. The majority of Haitians speak Haitian Creole, a language that really has not had a long literary tradition. It hasn't been written for a long time in the same way French has. So Haiti has, in 1987, the Constitution, Haitian Creole became an official language along with French. And then there was an agency was legislated, the Haitian Creole Academy, which was eventually funded in 2013, and the call went out to the top scholars, linguists, translators in the world who are working with the Haitian Creole language. For example, Serge Bellegarde. Serge has had a 40-year career working for the Organization of American States as a French, Haitian Creole, and Portuguese translator. He also initiated Haitian Creole translation at the Organization of American States. We have invited him from the Haitian Creole Academy to come a few times to speak to our students, and I'd like to welcome him back again, Serge Bellegarde.
Thank you, James, for this introduction, and Serge, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure for me to be here at Montgomery College in this quite well-attended African Diaspora Festival.
So, have you tried the food?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, about a month ago, I was in Benin, so I had a wonderful time and ate a lot of good African, well, I see African, but the Haitian food, which is based also on a lot of African dishes.
Very interesting. Let's look at here. You're telling me about the Haitian Academy. Can you tell us more?
The Haitian, as Professor James just said a few minutes ago, the Haitian Creole Academy was mandated by the Haitian Constitution in 1987, and it was officially installed in December 2014. So it's been 5 years now, and the main mission of the Academy is to promote the Haitian Creole language, which was not considered a language. So what we do is to, while the Constitution says that it's an official language, but it needed to be standardized, normalized in terms of the writing, because people used to write the language, but they would do that the way they they heard it, right? So now in 2017, the Haitian Creole Academy published a resolution by which it officially standardized the Creole alphabet that you can see here. And now anyone who wants to learn Haitian Creole, they can, the same way you learn German or Spanish, because we have a grammar, we have certain rules, there are norms, and in fact the Haitian Creole structure is based on the EV language spoken in Togo, and also there are a lot of words that are originated from the Fon language spoken in Benin. And so even though it has a French lexical base, but the whole structure is the EV language. And anyone, if you want, you're welcome to learn the language anytime you want, because there's a lot of material available for that.
That's very interesting. And you're telling me that about 20 million people in the world speak?
There are, yes, it is estimated that about 20 million people speak the same French lexical, the same Creole with the French lexical base. You're talking about, of course, Haiti, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Dominica, St. Lucia. In the Pacific, you have La Réunion, Mauritius, Seychelles, and there probably is, there is another island, I don't remember the name of it. But even in the English-speaking Caribbean, Grenada, for example, in Trinidad, you still have the same French-based Creole. And of those 20 million, about 12 million are in Haiti. So we can rightly say that Haiti is the leader in that sense, because 100% Haitians speak Creole. Not all of them write it properly, and that's the role of the Academy, Haitian Creole Academy, to make people understand that they cannot write it anywhere they want. So
very important.
Extremely important.
Yes. I see now some books on the table. Can you tell us about the literature?
Yes, nowadays there is a wide variety of material written in Creole. You have here the book of poems. There are some Haitian poets who specialize in writing poems. There are a lot of foreign books which have been translated into Haitian Creole, like the famous anthropologist Zora Neale Hurston, whose book has been translated into Haitian Creole. You also have Robinson Crusoe, which has been translated into Haitian Creole. And you also have a member of the Haitian Creole Academy who has written the grammar and the textbooks on how to learn to read and write the Haitian Creole. And there are some Haitian historians now who are translating some history books into Haitian Creole. And there is a Haitian writer called Jacques Roumain, whose book, Gouverneur de la Rosée, Masters of the Dew, which has been translated into 17 languages all over the world. Now there is a member of the Haitian Creole Academy who also has translated it into Haitian Creole. So little by little, the availability of books in Creole is getting wider and wider.
Sure, that's great news for a lot of people.
Indeed, very much so. And myself, I have helped translated some of the material into Haitian Creole. In fact, I remember when I used to work at the OAS, there is a jurist who was writing some material, and he asked me to help with the translation into Haitian Creole, which I did gladly. Yeah, there is a lot of potential. And right now also there is a lot of scientific material that is being translated into Haitian Creole. A member of the Haitian Creole Academy, a very famous Haitian linguist called Michel Degraff, in partnership with the MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, has been working with a lot of Haitian professors in Haiti in writing material, scientific material, mathematics, physics, chemistry. All that is being translated into Haitian Creole, and Haitian teachers are being trained, and little by little the availability of scientific material is helping to solidify the status of Haitian Creole as a viable language. In fact, linguists in general they use the technical word to say that Creole is one of the most transparent language because what you hear is what you write. It's not like in English, you see a word written in a certain way and the pronunciation is totally different from what is written. That does not happen in Haitian Creole.
Very interesting.
So that's why I invite you and all those who will be viewing this interview, you just go and learn Creole because the material is available.
How do I say thank you in Creole?
Merci en pile.
Merci à pile.
You see how it is to pronounce, right?
Sergio, it was a pleasure to have you here.
Non, tout plaisir, c'était Pam. The pleasure was mine.
Thank you. And you're watching the Africa and Diaspora Heritage Festival. So much about the countries being featured here at the African Diaspora Heritage Festival that I am wondering what are the students taking away. So let's find out right now. I see this group over here. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. MCTV in the house. Hello.
Hi, MCTV.
Yeah, so I actually have a question for you. What have you taken away from this festival?
I've been learning about so many countries, especially like Guinea. I never knew about the Mendigo man, and like I didn't even know the bordering countries. Now I just know a lot, and they speak French. I'm from Cameroon, and like Guinea is like we have so many things in common. We're both from Africa. We're both from like the west side, but we're just not like close together. But we speak French, and they have so many tribes as Cameroon has tribes too.
Very nice, thank you. How about you?
Well, actually, I've learned that they have so many countries that are sharing borders with, especially where I'm from. I'm from Sierra Leone, and we're sharing border with Guinea, Liberia, and Senegal. So I thought that Guinea was only sharing borders with Sierra Leone and Liberia, but now they're sharing borders with Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, and Guinea-Bissau. That's something to take home, actually.
Very nice. Now I would like to know here what our student learned from this festival today.
Okay, so today just showed me how diverse MC truly is and how inclusive this is with this big festival. It shows me that even though we're all so different, we're all connected in at least one way or the other. Like each table has something that may be similar, each culture has something that may be similar, and then it just gives me goosebumps because it just gives me hope for the future of MC.
Thank you so much, and I have this beautiful exhibitor here. Let's learn a little bit about Guinea. So tell me a little bit about your country.
Yeah, so basically, like everybody said, Guinea is in West Africa. It borders a lot of countries, Sierra Leone, Cameroon, Senegal, and the Atlantic Ocean is literally right there, so the seafood is like easy access and amazing. As you can see, there's like the 4 main tribes, even though we speak French. When you go over there, you see the Fulani, the Soso, Mandingo, and then they have the Forestier, which is like people that speak Kisi, Toma, Gerze, but it's actually really, really awesome. I definitely miss it over there. I was born and raised there, and coming here, I see the culture shift, but I also miss it over there. And I also appreciate literally the whole cultural event because I learned about other countries, you know, my own answering questions, you know, and it's really, really awesome. I can't wait for this to happen again, honestly.
Thank you so much, and this is the African Diaspora Heritage Festival. Now it's time for music and dance. You're watching the Malcolm X Drummers and Dancers, a group of talented artists that grew out of the cultural experience demonstrated at the Malcolm X Park. Let's watch them. is almost over, and with me now are the organizers, Eniola and Toro. Thanks for stopping by. You guys were tremendously busy, so thank you so much. So how did it go?
It went excellent. It went so well. I can say that I never imagined we'd get the crowds that turned out and the interest, and it was so high-powered and energetic, especially with the dancers. I would say that the International Multicultural Student Center Global Connections Program has wanted to do a Africa and Diaspora Heritage Festival for quite a while, and we're finally happy to say that this year we did it, and we hope to do it again next year.
Toro, what did you think of the festival?
Oh, this festival was great because of the people, the performers, the entertainer, and then the display, and then also the food. I mean, you can tell from the people reaction, it was a wonderful, festival, and we will have it again,
Okay, so that would be my next question. So where will it be?
It will be on Rockville campus in February of next year during the Black History Month.
Okay, so guys, I want to know a little bit more about the idea behind the first annual Africa and Diaspora Heritage Festival. Why did you think there was the need for this?
So my colleague, Dr. Harold Barber, and I, for a long time, have wanted to put more cultural events to teach Montgomery College faculty, students, and staff about each other, to build bridges of understanding and learn more about the culture. There's kind of the thing that people think that maybe all African cultures are the same, or that Black Americans have no culture, but they're different, and we do have cultures. So we thought that there was a need for this. We also have an Asian Heritage Festival that will be coming up in April, and we've been doing that for a while, and I believe this is our 5th year. So there was a need for the African Heritage Festival. And so when I called the committee together from around the college, from different campuses, Mr. Toro, James Murray, our co-chairs, they all answered the call, as well as students and other faculty and staff.
And Toro, I don't know if you can tell me a little bit about the participants of this festival. You featured 10 countries this year. Were they all students, the staff, faculty?
They are a mixture of student and staff, and even groups from the outside of the school community participating. So we have a little bit of every aspect of the school community to participate in the event.
I also want to ask you regarding the goals that the college have. You told me before the festival that this ties in to a goal that Dr. Pollard and Montgomery College have. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. Yes, the Black Male Achievement Goal, yes. Each of the exhibits infused Black males who had done things in the different countries, inventors, architects, people who were the first of the first in terms of African Americans or Africans. So yes, that was woven through the exhibits, and handouts were also given so the students could go back and read about, and perhaps maybe if their teacher's giving them extra credit, they can do an assignment and write about that person.
This is very interesting. Thank you so much, and congratulations on this successful festival.
Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again next year.
Of course you will.
Thank you, and thank you for supporting us. We appreciate it.
Yes.
The pleasure was mine, and this is a wrap for us. I hope you enjoyed the festival as much as we did. From all of us here at MCTV, have a great day.